or men will be seeking what a woman can bring to the table. People oftentimes have unrealistic ideas and expectations of what they need a person to have. Meanwhile, they aren't bringing a fraction of that. If you're trying to get with someone who makes six figures, is handsome or beautiful, and is a go-getter, but you're not any of those things, how do you expect a healthy and equal relationship to work?
Instead of focusing on what you can get, turn that around and declare, this is what I'm bringing to the relationship, and this is why I can be of value to someone. I'm looking to be a partner. I'm looking to elevate. I'm looking to grow. I'm looking to build a legacy with someone. These are the goals you need to focus on if you want to grow or rebuild your relationship.
If you're aspiring to be in a relationship, you have to be transparent about what you want. Show up as yourself and leave the representation of yourself at home. That false self is not going to get you far. It can't last. It's not authentic. You need to show up as yourself and be confident in who you are. If you're not confident in who you are, work on yourself first. Stop going into relationships broken, jaded, tainted, and tattered. If you aren't willing to do the work on yourself first, all you're going to do is project that unhealthy behavior onto someone else. Our desire to have a healthy relationship stems from seeing far too many unhealthy ones. Those unhealthy relationships that we were exposed to on a regular basis have made the two of us determined not to end up that way. Even as married adults with children now, something will happen between our parents and we will look at each other and say, we cannot be like that.
Fairy tales are a legit setup. By now, we should all be tired of the hopeless romantic story about the damsel in distress who is so desperately waiting to be saved by a strapping princely gentleman. The guy who sweeps her off her feet and hoists her out of her current circumstances of destitution and poverty. We tell this story over and over to make ourselves believe they're happily ever after, as they ride off into the sunset. The end, roll credits, right? Little do we know that life actually commences after the fairy tale ending. This was a surefire way to set us up for failure when it came to marriage and relationships. Now, is it possible to achieve your own version of happily ever after? Absolutely. But what they fail to show is the grunt work necessary to achieve this seamless mystical lifestyle. And still, regardless of the work and time invested, nothing is ever quite so smooth. Particularly when attempting to unite two individuals who are aiming to live purposefully in their truths, all while trying to be considerate of each other. I've heard in the past that love should be easy. For the most part, it actually is. Who doesn't want to bottle up that new, lusty, in-love aura and just take a swig of it every now and again to relive that euphoria? The love should be easy jargon leads one to believe that intimate connection should flow without a hitch in order for them to be worth it. Now that's cute, and yet again, another foolish falsehood. On the contrary, relationships require real labor and effort, regardless of the type. The difference between a relationship with a parent, child, or another family member is that these are typically non-elective relationships. You have no choice about who you're born to or who you birth. In a work environment, you're required to coexist and work amicably with others based on a common goal of the business or company. The nice thing about friendships, and in most cases, romantic relationships, is that these are connections where you choose to become involved. For the most part, friendships flow seamlessly because you naturally have common interests, likes, and similarities. It's truly a beautiful occurrence when someone's energy is enough to make you want to be around them frequently. Now throw a little razzle-dazzle, attraction, and lust into that mixing bowl, and you have some batter that's good enough to make anyone want to lick that bowl. And in spite of that, it's only the beginning. I admire people who know off the bat that they're just not relationship or marriage material. It really takes a noble person who is self-aware enough to know that they are not equipped to coexist with another human being. If more people were honest about that, it would save so much heartache and confusion because you're not entering into a space where